Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on the time you are viewing this video, and you are welcome to the channel. If you are just coming by this video, please do well to watch the video to the end. I promise there is going to be a lot of things to learn, and also do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Click on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I drop new videos. And to my returning viewers, thank you so much. It's another day here on the channel, and I promise once again there is going to be a lot of things to learn. So without wasting much of our time, today's topic is going to be homophones. And as usual, we shall start with the definition of homophones. Homophones are words that have different spellings, different meanings, but the same pronunciation. So when we are talking about homophones, we should remember that homophones are usually pairs of words. This pair of words, in most cases there are two, but sometimes you can have three homophones. They have different spellings. They are spelled in different ways, and the meanings are not the same. But one thing that makes them the same is the way we pronounce them. We say them the same way. So we have to take note of these facts about homophones. Different spellings, different meanings, but the same pronunciation. So let's take note of this. Now we have some examples here. The first one is sight, C-I-T-E, and the homophone is sight, S-I-T-E. The both of them are pronounced the same way. Of course, the meanings are different. The second one is for, F-O-R-E, and the for, F-O-U-R. Different meanings, different spellings, but the same pronunciation. And the third one here is right, R-I-G-H-T, and right, W-R-I-T-E. Of course, different spellings, they mean different things, but then the pronunciation is totally the same. Yes, before we move on, before I begin to give more examples on homophones, there are two things I want to clarify when it comes to homophones. Because we are talking about meaning, we are talking about spelling, and we are talking about pronunciation, we have to note that meaning of homophones also depend on the context of usage. So a particular word which means one thing in a particular context may have another meaning in the other context. Now the second one, since it deals with pronunciation, sounds, then we have to take note of the kind of dialect, the kind of pronunciation we are using, because there are different pronunciations in English. So for the sake of this video and every other video I'm going to be dropping on the channel that has to do with pronunciation, we are going to be sticking with the received pronunciation, which is popularly known as the RP. Since it is the standard one, most pronouncing dictionaries reference received pronunciation, so then we stick to RP throughout the video. So whichever examples I'm giving here, all my examples are going to be based on the received pronunciation. Also, make sure you watch this video to the end, because at the end of the video, I'm going to be giving 5 pairs of homophones, which may sound strange to us. These words we probably may not even believe they are homophones, because we have probably been saying them wrongly. So stay tuned, watch the video to the end. Now to the examples of homophones. So the first homophones I have here are flower. The first one is F-L-O-W-E-R. A colored plant which is planted to beautify an environment. Flower, we all know flower is a plant. Example, those flowers are beautiful. And the second is flour as well. Fine white or brown powder made from grains, especially wheat, and used in cooking for making bread, cake, etc. And that one, let's use it in an example. I've got some flour to bake the cake. So both words are pronounced flour, but the meanings and spellings, of course, are different. The first one is F-L-O-W-E-R, while the second one is F-L-O-U-R. The both of them are pronounced the same way. The second examples of homophone I have here are rain. So the first one is R-E-I-G-N, and it is a verb. It means to rule or hold a royal office. R-E-I-G-N. Example, The king reigned for 30 years. Now the second one is R-A-I-N, reign, the same pronunciation. It means it is a noun, and sometimes it can be used as a verb. Water that falls from the clouds in separate drops. Of course, we know rain, e.g., don't go out in the rain. Don't go out in the rain, of course, unless you want to get drenched or totally wet. So rain, R-E-I-G-N, and rain, R-A-I-N, are pronounced the same way. They are homophones. The next example are profit. Profit. The first one is P-R-O-F-I-T, and it is a noun. It means the amount of money that one makes in a business or a trade. Example, the company made a huge profit last year. The second word is profit as well, P-R-O-P-H-E-T. It means it is a noun as well. A person sent by God to teach the people and give them messages from God. Example, Elijah is an Old Testament prophet. The both words are spelled differently but pronounced the same way. The next examples of homophone I have here are sight, and they are three. The first one is C-I-T-E, the second one is S-I-T-E, and the third one is S-I-G-H-T. Now let's go back to the first one, C-I-T-E. It is a verb. It means to quote a passage in support of an argument. Example, I will cite some examples from the dictionary. The second one, S-I-T-E. It is a noun, and sometimes it can also be used as a verb. A place chosen to be used for a building or a town. E.g., she was at the construction site yesterday. The third one, S-I-G-H-T. It is a noun, but sometimes can be used as a verb. It means the act of seeing or perceiving things with one's eyes. Example, although she is old, she still has very good sight. So, sight, sight, sight. The three of them are pronounced the same way. The next pair of homophones here is sow. So the first one is S-O-W. It is a verb. It means to disperse or plant seeds in order to make them grow. Example, I sow seeds in rows. The second word is spelled S-E-W, and it is also a verb. It means to use a needle and thread to make stitches in fabric. E.g., my mother taught me how to sew. The next ones are blue. So the first word is B-L-U-E. It is a noun, but sometimes can be used as an adjective. The color of a clear sky or the color of the sea on a clear day. E.g., the boy wearing a blue cap is my friend. The second word is blue as well. It is spelled B-L-E-W. It is a verb. It is the simple past tense of blow. Example, the referee blew the whistle to signal the end of the first half. Both words are spelled differently but pronounced the same way, blew. The next examples of homophones on the list are grown. Grown, the first word is G-R-O-W-N. It is a verb. It is the past participle of the verb grow. Example, my father has grown really old. The second word, grown, G-R-O-A-N. It is a verb, but sometimes it can be used as a noun as well. It's both a noun and a verb. A low, long, painful or mournful sound. Example, I heard him groan in pain. So both words are pronounced as groan. The next homophones are steel. The first word, S-T-E-E-L. It is a noun. It is a strong hard metal made of iron and carbon. The frame is made of steel. The frame is made of steel. The second word, steel, S-T-E-A-L. It is a verb. It means to secretly take something from someone or a store without the intention of returning it. Example, Do not leave him alone in your store. He will definitely find something to steal. Both words are pronounced as steal, although the spellings are different. The next examples are raw. So the first word, R-O-A-R, raw. It is a noun, but sometimes it is used as a verb. It means a very loud and deep sound, like that one made by a lion. We can say we heard a lion roar. But then we have to bear it in mind that the word roar is not used only for lions. It is used to describe any loud and deep sound. So we can say, look at this second example. Those guns roar when they are shot. Those guns roar when they are shot. R-O-A-R. The second word is raw. R-A-W. The same pronunciation anyway. It is an adjective and it means not cooked. Not cooked. Example, the dog ate all the raw meat in the kitchen. So both words are pronounced exactly the same way. Yes, as we move on, the next example of homophones are you. So the first word is a pronoun. Y-O-U, you, the second person pronoun. You shouldn't only watch this video, share it with your friends. You shouldn't only watch this video, share it with your friends. The second word is also pronounced as you, E-W-E, you. It is a noun. It means a female sheep. The ewe and lambs ate the A, you. So these examples, I've given the spelling of each of them, the meanings, the parts of speech that each of them belongs to, and of course, the pronunciations. So I have some other pairs of homophones here with me, a good number of them. Since we cannot discuss all of them in this video, take your time. You may pause this video here. Take your time to look each of these words in your dictionary. See the way each of them is used, and you can as well check the pronunciation, the transcription, so you can know the way they are pronounced. Of course, at the beginning of this video, I did say that I was going to give you 5 pairs of homophones, which probably you never knew were homophones, or you would not even believe they are homophones because we've been pronouncing them in the wrong way. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to begin to show those 5 pairs of homophones so that we can see the way they are pronounced. And of course, I'm going to transcribe them. What I'm going to add is the fact that I've used some of these homophones in the previous examples. Probably we didn't pay attention to them. That's why I'm bringing them back. And now I'm going to be showing them in isolation so that our attention will be more focused on them. So the first pair of homophones you probably never believed were homophones are you, Y-O-U and E-W-E. The both words are pronounced as you. So Y-O-U and E-W-E are homophones. The second words are sewing and sewing. S-O-W-I-N-G and S-E-W-I-N-G. The both words are pronounced as sewing. Of course, we can see the transcription just below them. If you check each of the words separately in your dictionary, of course, the transcriptions will be the same. Sewing, sewing. The third words are A-W-E and O-R-E. Or. Of course, they are spelled differently, their meanings are different, but the pronunciation is one, the same. Or, the long O sound. The fourth pair of homophones that you may never believe are homophones is profit and profit. P-R-O-F-I-T and P-R-O-P-H-E-T. The both words are transcribed the same way. Profit, profit. The explanation behind the second profit is that the letter E just before the T appears in an unstressed syllable. So the letter E, instead of giving us the S sound, gives us the E sound because it occurs in an unstressed syllable. Therefore, we have profit. And last, the fifth one, which is the last one, they are K-E-Y and Q-U-A-Y. Both of them are pronounced as key. Key. Each of these words can be checked in your dictionary so that you can confirm and of course attest to the examples and the pronunciations we have given in this video. So thank you for spending your time with me. Thank you for viewing this video. I trust you have learned something. So do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like this video, share with people. If you are a student, share with your classmates. Share the video in your WhatsApp group, in your Telegram. There is a lot of stuff to learn on the channel. So stay safe. Keep on learning, keep on studying. We shall all get there. Thank you. Bye-bye.